season 2 of 2xko is here. And with that, we have some patch notes. You can see a few characters like Warwick, Caitlyn, Darius got buffed. Illaoi, Fury, and Break got nerfed. And in general, there's a few adjustments. But more importantly, there's just a lot of features, right? You can see here, the Blood Moon stage. This is like literally, I think all we've seen as a stage is just this little picture. It's kind of crazy. We have more information on how the Teamfight fuse works, which is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna enjoy that. Find a duo and replay. By the way, replay takeovers in the game now too, which is gonna be insanely useful. They don't say anything about replay takeover in these patch notes, but it's gonna be the coolest thing. I probably have to make a video on just like how useful this is gonna be for this game. Like you can literally analyze like any situation, right? How did I block this? Can I parry this? Can I get out of this setup? Can I kill here? Like just the amount of like optimization you can do with replay takeover is going to be absolutely amazing. But let's go through the patch notes. I pre-read all these because honestly there's a lot of words but not that much change, so we're just going to be going over the highlights. There's a couple new things about how Teamfight works. The big thing for me is Teamfight can only be activated on the ground, and that you can actually cancel attacks immediately into Teamfight activation. So I could be doing like Vi overhead, and then I can like cancel Teamfight. So if it hits, I get a full combo. If not, like I get to continue pressure over. That seems like it's gonna be pretty cheap. Like I can see that being one of the strong ways to activate. Maybe the other ways, like you're just on the ground in neutral and you're like, I need the win now. Press. And that's pretty much it. The other thing is you can't actually generate meter while it's active, so you can't just keep looping Teamfight activations as you generate meter from your Teamfight, right? This is just information about the stuff we already know. Find the duos coming, replay takeovers coming. You get, I guess honestly, a pretty weak reward. You just get like a sticker, and if you hit diamond, you get a cosmetic. I guess this cosmetic's pretty cool. Johnny 2xko player here, but that's about it. All right, so there's some system changes. Core gameplay, that's, you know, just talking about things that apply to every character. Assist cooldown after being KO'd has been reduced by 1 second. It was 3 seconds and now it's 2 seconds. That means you can spam assist easier when you're dead, which is good because if you're nerfing Fury, they nerfed Fury in the last patch. Comebacks naturally become harder, so they want to make something to compensate a little bit for that. Honestly, I don't think 1 second is going to matter that much, especially because if you hit the assist, right, the cooldown jumps to like 6 or something. So I guess there'll be a little incentive to protect your assist more, which is, I think overall it's a good change because it's in the right direction, but I don't think it's going to be that big. Blocking Fury activation will now always result in the wall bounce. So before there's situations where if you activated like Fury on offense, you would essentially be 0, right? Like I could do like a move, like I could do like Vi's overhead, and then if I want to like steal a turn, I could just activate Fury after and it went wall bounce. Now you can't do that stuff. So basically like you're only doing it as a reversal like before. And these bug fixes are basically nothing except this one, which I honestly thought this was a feature, not a bug. But if you burst like high up and you handshake tag, your character goes off screen immediately. Now I don't think that's gonna happen. I thought that was a buff, but like whatever, it's not that big of a deal. We have a lot of changes. Looks like a lot of changes, right? It's pretty minor actually. Ari, basically no change. This I think I've seen once, where if you activate the super, it would randomly like not get destroyed on parry, like if it hit an assist or something. And yeah, this properly changes screen locks. I guess sometimes their combo used to drop, now they won't drop, so it's probably a net buff for Ari. Go figure. Ari is still looking like, in my opinion, top 1 after this patch. Although I think Akali's like getting pretty close to there with how she's developing. Yeah. While we don't have, yeah, that statement is kind of crazy, right? While we don't have any changes to Ari in this patch, we're keeping an eye on how she continues to perform in the meta. Spoiler alert, she performs pretty well in the meta. As you can see here, the most winningest character, like if you look at the top 8 results, you have 2 Aris, 3 Akalis, and 3 Echoes in top 8. So these are kind of the characters that like a lot of people have in their mind as like who the best characters are in the game right now. They've been saying this for 3 patches. Wait, really? Yeah. Yeah, well, she's still top 1, guys. We're keeping an eye on it. Wait, they actually just say it every patch. No major changes to Ari. Yeah, Ari's performing very well. That we're not adjusting. Yeah, And they basically they refuse to buy nerf her. My theory is that they gotta sell the cosmetics somehow. Anyways, Akali, basically no changes except they took the unblockable out. She used to have unblockable where if you timed her command grab properly, you couldn't hold up. You had to like tap up at the right time. Is a pain in the ass to get out. Basically unchanged. Blitzcrank, basically unchanged. Braum, basically unchanged. Caitlyn, Caitlyn actually got a pretty cool buff. You can do 6S2. That's her like overhead. And she can now canceling in the trap. So before, every time you saw the overhead is a free parry, because even if she canceled into the air dash, you could parry the air dash. Unless you're at like a very specific range. Now, you can cancel the trap, bait the parry. So there's actually RPS there. That's actually probably the biggest buff this patch, if you ask me. It empowers her offense a lot, both solo and with a assist. Right, Darius got a couple changes for the unemployed gamers among us. Right, down S1 before, if you hit mid screen, they used to just kind of bounce away and you didn't get anything. That was like your anti-air. So a lot of characters get really good pressure after their 2H. Like let's say you block Yasuo's 2H, you get left righted. You block Darius 2H into 2S1, you just go back to mid screen. Now I guess it's a little easier to get a follow up after, which is pretty cool. They also buffed Apprehend S1 into M, which is the bleed follow up. No one really used it, not because of this. I actually didn't know that Apprehend M was easy to punish with air block because no one did it. But most people only used L and H because that's the actual mix up. Now I guess this seems like it's gonna be like the combo tool because it recovers quicker, so you can maybe get additional combos. That's pretty cool. Echo, no changes. Illaoi's the most nerfed character, right? Because she dominated Evo Japan with 1 placement in top 8. Yeah, she needed it. I think Riot just has it against me. I don't know, man. I think Illaoi in particular got, in my opinion, 2 patches ago, she was top 5. The last patch hurt her a lot, where you can't charge down S2 anymore in neutral. And well, you can, but it's free parry now, because if you tag out before it's fully charged, it no longer goes full screen. And if you see it's fully charged, you just parry on reaction. So I think that hurt her neutral quite significantly, along with some of the C's tag out stuff as well. Now her C's has more recovery, which means that you maybe not be able to punish C's, but you can block stringer after, or maybe punish it, right? So for example, Ari can like jump and then do a downward special, like down forward S2. Before, that could technically be 2H'd. Now, I don't know, probably not, right? 6 frames, increasing 6 frames is a lot of recovery. So some characters are gonna have pretty good counterplay to, again, a move that was already reactable. This is like a 40 frame command grab. So I think this hurts her mix quite a bit. And then her mid-air S2 hitbox has been reduced. So you used to be able to scum people out with that a lot. Now you can't really scum people out as much, I'm guessing. I'm guessing that it's going to be a lot less things. So before I used to use this like air-to-air because it's quick and it had a pretty good disjoint. Now you probably can't do as much. We'll see. But again, we don't know how bad they nerfed the hitbox. So it could be really bad. It could be just whatever. They fixed some tentacle bugs. I don't know, man. There's been a tentacle bug every single patch. I like how they say, even with bugs that affect their tentacle behavior, now that her bug fixes restored some of her overall power. I guarantee, I bet my whole bank account, there's gonna be a tentacle bug next patch. Sorry guys. And also, for the record, 3 patches ago when she was really bugged, she actually was better. The tentacle bugs actually buffed her. So it wasn't even like, that's why you saw a lot of results, because Illaoi was bugged in a very, very, very beneficial way. Between the limit strike glitch and the S2 tentacle super being like broke as shit. So I think people are starting to like, I think it takes a little bit of time for the community hive mind to realize like a character got nerfed a lot worse than she actually did. I think Illaoi is one of those. Like I think she definitely is like probably out of top 5 now, and I think she's definitely falling out of top 5 with this patch. But she'll still probably be decent, right? She still has S2 super in the corner and like good, you know, post hit and good pressure. So, and a good assist. Like, you know, she won't truly be bad, right? Jinx is a much better place. they didn't really change much. There's a couple of these changes where they make the a move cancelable into super and specials on the frame it connects. Sounds a little weird, but basically if it's not on the frame it connects and it's later and you press it on the frame it connects, like the team fight, you get assist instead of the actual like team fight. So they just adjust that. It's basically non-changes. Team mode, non-change. Vi, non-change. She had the same thing with being able to cancel stuff. Warwick's change is actually pretty significant. He's probably the second most buff character. Primal leap in the snare. That's the grab out of flip. It's a little better. That's cool. Might actually be, it's actually not bad now. Now it seems like it's gonna be a lot better. And if you try to jump it, it sounds like he can anti you on the way down easier. It's like a seize. I didn't think it was that bad to begin with. Now it's, I think this move is pretty good at this point. Which is good because he needed something. I personally thought Warwick was potentially the worst character in the game this patch. Proof hit stop on all savage slashes. Again, you're not really doing S2 third hit, just raw, but I guess you get a little conversion now. Or maybe like if you try a frame trap, you have assist, you can tag your assist in OTG. That's pretty cool. And he does a little more damage on his super assist, and hit stun to midair H now combos in the S1 on midair opponents. And that's it. Yasuo got no changes. There's some pretty cool, this is the battle pass. We got Vi skin, we got Illaoi skin. That's pretty cool. They keep nerfing them. I don't know if I'm gonna play them. I really am searching for a new team this patch because Vi Illaoi, just trust me, that team's not it. Maybe we'll go to Akali. Maybe I main duos and play like Caitlyn or Jinx or something because they seem really good in duos. Dragonmancer also seems really cool. That Vi skin, bro, they want me to play this Javai champ. That shit looks cool as fuck. I actually, same thing with this Illaoi skin. Like, I might actually buy one of these. All right, anyways, that's it. Oh, I did want to test one thing. Warwick JH and the Air S1, I thought for sure comboed already. But maybe I'm tripping. I'm like 80% sure this comboed. Okay, I have no clue what this buff was. If you guys know down in the comments below what the point of mid-air H now comboing the S1 and mid-air post, because this definitely still works, or it definitely works now. All right, like, share, subscribe, take care, and peace.